Hello everybody, welcome to Ravenlofty Reviews. This will be our gameplay for Traveler. With me I have my co-host Wyatt.
Hey, howdy, hey, how you doing today?
Why don't you introduce your character name?
Of course. For today's wonderful adventure, my name is Kal Riftar, but everybody knows him as Cliff or Clifford the Red. He's a Varger, a dog boy, hailing from Fafsog, hailing from the home quadrant, but now living off the cusp of that Imperial twang, you know. It's where he spent much of his service. He was an army boy, specifically armed cavalry, and after one too many shots and pops, he eventually found himself falling in with the merchant marines to make that extra money, and, well, things haven't been going well for him. Life's really been tough, so maybe life as a traveler will pose better for him.
And with us we also have Sky Fox.
Hey yo.
And who are you playing today?
I am also a Varger, a wolf. She is known as Locke. She also spent quite a bit of time in the army, having grown up on Telchek, which is a very war-ravaged world. And she got off that rock as soon as she could and became a field medic in the army. And eventually, once she couldn't, stay in the army anymore, she went out and became a physician. So she has the medical skills, and she has the drive, and she and Red go way back, all the way back to the army, and so she agreed to be the medic on his adventures.
Awesome. And with us we have Oz.
Hey!
Who are you playing today, Oz?
That's right, I know you've been waiting for it. It's time for you to meet Jaguar, the coolest cat in the Navy. Well, not anymore, but you know what I mean. That's pretty much all you need to know about Jack.
That's all we need to know.
He's the coolest.
Yes, he's as shallow as his name.
Yeah.
He's the coolest, he's the fastest, he's the sexiest.
Great. And we have... Sorry, go ahead.
No,
That's it?
that's about all I thought about it.
Are you done telling us everything about nothing?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, great. And last but not least, we have Infernal Phoenix over here. Who are you playing today, Phoenix?
I am playing as Lars Corpson, the most punchable millionaire you could possibly know. Comes from a bleak homeworld, Rylanor. Kind of very basic, very primitive in the Imperial sectors, but it's treated him well. Originally started off as a journalist, going from sector to sector, covering things. That's how he knows his whole crew. Then, well, maybe some things happened, maybe a couple of political scandals here and there, and ended up becoming first secretary. And, got a couple of yachts, just a couple.
A small armada of pleasure crafts.
Great boy.
When one massive sex yacht is not enough, you create an orgy.
An orgy of yachts. Is that the plural for yachts? You have an unkindness of ravens and an orgy of yachts?
Yes.
Or hedonism.
It's a small armada of ships coming. Oh wait, no, they're yachts. It's an orgy.
It's an orgy of yachts. Hedonism of yachts.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the fuck mountain of yachts? God damn.
Wow.
Yeah, so you as a crew have been traveling together for about a year's time. At first, you figured why not try the yacht game and bringing on passengers, but you found it was very high profile and it didn't lend itself particularly well to your talents. So you decided that Cliff's far trader would probably be the best way to conduct your business without the scrutiny of politics and the law kind of converging on you at every opportunity. So yeah, you made your way out on your far trader, and you've been traveling for about a year's time together. It's at this time you've just completed a job. You had collected, brought some cargo along, brought some passengers, which our dear rich boy was able to sway to come on board this rust bucket. And you traveled over to the Spinward Marches to a planet called Shirene. It is on the western side of the Imperium space of the Spinward Marches, right along the Sword Worlds, which there's currently not any sort of conflict going on between these two parties, but there is sort of a border there that is kind of respected, and people are free to come and go as they please, but there are kind of political lines drawn between the red space you see here and the blue space here. So yeah, you just finished your job and you have landed at the Shirene spaceport. So upon your landing, you let off your passengers. You've made good $10,000 on this trip from the goods. You made another $10,000 credits, I should say, from the passengers aboard, and you are just landed at port. What is the type of activities you guys would generally do upon landing at a starport?
How long we staying?
Well, the plan was to land here and then find some other work to do. Being that it's right on the border, there's a lot of opportunity to take goods across the border. There's a lot of opportunity to bring people. I'm just curious, as a general, what is it you guys like? Because you've been traveling together for a while. What is the normal activity you do when you land in starports?
Yeah, so Clifford, knowing his skills and ways, whenever he makes it to a starport, he quickly goes. He goes hanging out at the local scene. May do a bit of, some billiard gambling. Maybe pop the slots. Really, a little bit carousing, but mostly trying to swindle some locals out of their hard-earned candy.
Stealing candy from a baby.
Quite so. I can't keep my paws off their credits.
Yep, and they're always underestimating us.
You were reading my mind over there as well. It's like usually the first thing that
Lars does when he hits spaceports. He usually goes to the casinos and gambling halls and whatever other fun activities there. If anything, you can strike it big, or you could also find some good work.
So are you guys gonna gamble while you're there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about Locke?
Locke usually goes, kind of refreshes her medic supplies, does the general, making sure everything is in order. She's very, gotta make sure she's got everything that she needs. And then, as happens at every starport, she wanders over to where the others are hustling the locals. Pretends she doesn't know any of these jokers, and sometimes she can hustle them, alongside, with no one being the wiser that she even knows these weirdos.
And Jaguar
drives them to where they need to go and then just goes driving. Anytime he can drive his car, that's what he wants to do. So he drives around town. He finds the longest pizza strip to go as fast as he can. He's driving.
Well, you're in a starport.
He can look for jobs while he's out driving around.
You're in a
I'm doing what I can, man.
Are you just gonna drive?
That's the bike.
You're gonna take your bike around a starport?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, through the corridors.
Okay, you are very quickly stopped
No.
riding your bike around and saying that you can't take that around here.
But come on, man. That's not hurting anyone.
I'm pretty sure we had a report the last time you were here you injured a passerby.
Look, listen.
He injured himself. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That old
He-
lady was.
That wasn't my fault. That was someone pushed him into the bike. That's on you in your culture here for bullying people. I should really get on to you. I was just driving normally, completely at a decent pace, not really fast at all, and they jumped out and got hit, and that's their fault.
The guard looks back and says, "You're the reason we had to put up the sign." And there's just a motorcycle with a circle and a line through it. You drop off the bike, or you'll be spending the night in the brig.
I claim insurance fraud.
This feels prejudice against people riding bikes. It's good to know after millions of years, people still hate bikers. I see how it is. All right. I'll put the bike back on the ship. No. Let's just go walking around.
Okay.
Exploring the station that I've been to, apparently.
Yes, you have been. The Spinward March is any major starport you've stopped in. You don't necessarily know a lot of people. It might have been just to drop off goods or to bring someone by, but you've kind of been around, and while the rest of the party might not be known to a lot of the security guards, Jaguar's love of riding motorcycles around in starports usually has gained him some notoriety as the classic bad boy.
My reputation precedes me.
For those of you who are gambling, I would like for you to give me a gambling roll, please.
Okay, where would you like us to roll?
I mean, you can use your die, or you can use the roller.
I'll just go ahead and use the roller.
Yeah,
It's been a second since we went over this. What am I rolling with a 1 in Gambler?
You are gonna roll your 2d plus your gambling, and then add your int modifier to it.
Remind me what my D is.
D6.
6.
2d6.
Ooh. I got an 11.
I got a
Awesome.
9.
So the modifier is the +1.
If that's your int modifier, your modifier.
Oh, and int modifier.
The modifier
okay.
for your gambling, if you have a 1 in
Yeah.
gambling, would be a modifier of 1 as well.
Okay, so I rolled 7 with 2 d6s. They're d6s, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I rolled a 7. I have a +1 int modifier and a 1 in gambling.
Right, so that'd be a 9.
Okay.
So you guys, you're playing an exotic kind of game, which is a mix of craps and poker that is popular in the Spinward Marches.
Roper.
Yeah, sure. You guys managed to place your bets down as Wyatt, though, with a triumphant roll, collects all the money from everyone at the table. You net.
As Cliff snarls, go ahead.
You net about 2,000 credits, taking about 500 credits away from your combines of 250 each from your companions.
Rak Rek Huthar. This is the good stuff.
As you're throwing cards at the table, Sky, you get a message. Locke gets a message from the ship saying that she's received a transmission.
All right, I head back.
As you continue to gamble, making some money, losing some money, Clifford's about nets probably about another 500. Lars makes another 300 gold credits. I gotta stop saying gold.
You know, I just make the fucking gold bars in my nature. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
They hand him gold press latinum.
Yeah, that's gold press latinum is what I'm always thinking about.
Right.
So Locke, you make your way back to the ship. When you arrive there, you see you've received a transmission from Kajia Stomat, who is a contact of yours. They were someone you worked with in the science community, and is a contact who's always been interested in biological archaeology, which is sort of studying, ancient finds that on random worlds, looking into the species that actually lived there, how they lived, and what happened to the culture that was there. So you open up the transmission. It's not in a normal format, which is sort of a audio or video format. It seems like it is just text, whereby it says, "Hello, Locke. I hope this finds you well. We are in a bit of a strait here. We are on the planet of Mithril, and we have lost contact with everybody. The storms have abated. It seems to be clear for now. We are able to send this message out. We are hoping you could check in on us and make sure that everything is fine. Your friend, Kajia Stomat."
I'm gonna radio our captain, which I imagine is Cliff, right? It's his ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I radio him and relay the information.
Jaguar, you find yourself wandering through, and you see that there seems to be some sort of a conflict happening. There's an individual being jostled by the guards, and it seems like he's trying to get board a ship, and they're not allowing him to.
Hey, what's going on over here?
The guard looks over at you. Mind your business. This is Imperial business here, and nothing for you to worry about, sir. Oh, it's you. As the guard recognizes
Hey.
you. It's nice to
sweetie.
see. It's nice to see you on 2 feet.
They really had to try, and I was feeling generous, so.
Move
So
along.
what's going on here?
Move along. You. I'm sure you have other business.
I wasn't talking to you. You clearly have bias.
The man turns around.
I'm just simply trying to get back into the Sword Worlds. I don't see what the problem is here. I'm being accosted, sir. Can you assist me here? Don't involve him in our business.
Is that your ship?
No, I rented a space aboard this passage.
And is there proof that you rented it?
Well, I mean, all my goods are aboard. I just need to get to it, and I can surely show you the transaction, the receipt of purchase.
Guards, did you check with the ship captain at all?
Oh, it doesn't matter if he has purchase on this.
If his shit is on the ship and he has proof of purchase, shouldn't he be allowed to use the money that he spent to get off world? Is there a reason you're keeping him on world?
There has been
Is it
a.
because you're afraid he might buy a bike?
I mean, that is a fear that we do have. That's a very real fear of all of us here, that more bikes would enter the space station. But more importantly, we
Look,
just...
I'm sorry I hit you, but you jumped in front of me.
We've had to control the people coming and going from the Sword Worlds. There's been some disturbing news coming out of there. There seems to be acts of piracy. There seems to be some sort of embargo happening from both sides. So I'm afraid that unless there's a good reason, you are not permitted to head off the space station in that direction.
Well, sir, do you have a good reason?
That's where I live. I mean, it's just, this is ridiculous. This is uncalled for, and surely something can be done.
Well, this does seem like a pickle. I don't know why I'm southern all of a sudden, but you know, it happens to the best of us. Well, sir, I don't work for this ship, so I can't really help you any farther than just telling you maybe bide your time for a little bit. Take a week vacation.
The man starts to move about aggressively, and the guards move in, and he throws an uppercut, catching one of the guards under the chin. They pull out their batons and start to beat the man down into submission and put cuffs on him and drag him away to the brig.
Well, alrighty then. I start walking a different direction, keeping in mind that there's an embargo on, what'd you say, the Sword Coast?
The Sword Worlds.
The Sword World, got you.
Yeah.
Sword Coast from a game I used to play.
Sword Worlds Confederation.
Gotcha.
Cliff, so yeah, you have received this transmission.
When you said that, you know Cliff isn't the captain of the ship, right?
Who is the captain?
Obviously, it's the rich boy.
Oh,
Cliff doesn't know how to fly the
the
ship.
rich boy hired us all.
Yeah, I won the ship in a card game. He just flies it. Remember, he has no piloting, so he's not the real captain of this. I mean, you can contact him, but that's why when you said she contacts the captain, I'm like, yeah, it's the rich guy.
Okay, then Lars, you received the transmission.
Oh shit! What am I?
It's from Locke saying that she's received a distress call.
yeah. I thought he just bankrolled it. I thought you'd be the captain since it's your ship.
Yeah, I don't know how to pilot it. I don't know how to pilot. I have no piloting skill.
Yeah, you.
But he owns it. Like he runs all of us. So yeah, he owns the ship, but he doesn't see himself as the person who like really is the captain of it.
Oh, okay, that's fair. All right,
So you
so
can still
I
contact him.
send
It's
it.
just
I
whoever you're
send
sending
it
it
to
to.
all of them then.
That's lame.
I mean, it's good to inform your crew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As he pulls in his winnings, he begins to load them onto his cred ship and then slides into his pocket. As he nods over to Lars and he gestures for them to head out. As he passed the table twice, laying making sure to pay their tab for the two cocktails that he's bought. As he makes his way back to the ship. As he does, he sees the one that got defeated at the table the most and takes their drink.
Why? Why are you always such an asshole?
Look, he lost. Consider that payment.
Stealing his drink? Dickhead.
As he walks on.
The man literally only had that left. You quite literally left him with nothing.
Well, sometimes hard luck falls upon all of us, you know?
Fuck
He'll
off,
recover.
rich boy. You don't know
Do you
a thing
take the
about
drink out
hard
of the bar with
times.
you? Lars, do you take the drink out of the bar with you, or do you just quickly chug it and then put it down?
Chug it, put it down.
It's just, here's an extra credit for the cup.
He's a dick, but he doesn't break the rules of the station, unlike somebody.
As you guys leave the gambling hall, Jet on roller skates speeds by you.
You don't have roller
No.
skates.
As he sees him drive by on roller skates, he just looks at Lars. You are no longer king of the jackasses.
So yeah,
And-
just looks at Jet. I told you. This happens all the time.
As he speeds by, he's rolling back on one roller skate with one leg in the air. You guys are late.
Surrounded by dickheads.
Jet's skating back to the ship. I'm always
He
on
makes his way
wheels. That's
back.
my secret.
Roller skates that you have in your inventory, I assume.
You know what? What if we just said the bike was a roller skate? I can find roller skates on the station somewhere. How much credits do they cost? Come on, give it to me.
You guys just see
What?
Jet sliding his feet across the floor, imitating being on roller skates.
I mean, that's skill right there.
How long you want to?
Still going faster than if anyone was. Go ahead.
Look over the cliff. How long you want to bet before he trades in another one of his ship shares for a pair of roller skates?
Does that, I'm gonna throw a stick in front of him. Let him
You know,
roll
that's
over
fair.
that.
Because he just kind of grips the bridge of his nose and just keeps on walking.
As he makes it back to the ship and he starts climbing up the down ramp. All right, you got a job for us here, Locke.
Yeah, this friend of mine, she sounds like she might be in trouble.
As you, as the crew is making their way back to the ship, you remember you were thinking about Kagia Stomat, the Aslan, and you recall that she comes from a very wealthy family of Aslandian merchants, but she kind of abandoned that to take on her science career, and has been, spent some time aboard your science vessel. And then eventually formed a team of her own.
Well, it sounds like there's money to be made.
Well,
And
this
damsels to be saved.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, definitely that last part there, you know?
Yeah, I just shake my head at him because I know what he gets up to. I don't
Not a
say
damn
it.
thing.
No, not you.
No. I know what he gets up to too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they don't call it an orgy of yachts for no reason.
He said tutu.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, there seems to be some kind of embargo going on with the Sword Planets, Sword Federation, Sword.
What the hell is
Yeah.
that about? What kind of embargo?
No clue. They wouldn't let a guy go back to his home planet in there.
Oh,
So
shit.
I guess be careful. Something about
Yeah.
piracy, but doesn't matter if they can't catch us.
Why wouldn't they let him get on
Anyway.
his ship though, if they're worried about piracy, unless they think he was a pirate?
I don't know. He uppercutted one of them, and they beat him to unconsciousness, and now he's in the brig. So
I mean, that sounds like a fair resolution, though.
he just wasn't fast enough.
Doesn't bode well for us if we're traveling near that space.
No. Where is the where's my friend's planet in relation?
Mithril is just across the border into the Sword Worlds. Let me show you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have problems getting over there?
Guess there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
We all did sign up for adventure.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I signed up for money.
And the money.
That's what I thought. For what little I know is that
Need I
Mithril is like
remind
an...
What's up?
From what little I know, Mithril's like an ice world or some shit, so make sure to pack your parka.
I don't need it. I'm hot enough as it is. Ka-chow!
Yeah.
Shaboom.
Yeah, I'm sure you can generate enough heat with how much you're fucking yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
So what's the plan?
I mean, there's money to be involved, and you know we're kind of workless without it. So
Save the girl, get the money, maybe deal with some pirates. I'm game.
sounds like a good time, all in all. You know,
Just
maybe if
don't-
we have some time.
Yeah, just don't use the phrase "save the girl" around her because she won't appreciate that.
As you guys kind of clamber aboard, the automated system that was installed by Lars comes to life
Yeah.
and says,
Welcome back aboard. Where are we going today?
That thing always creeps me out.
1, 2. Yeah, we'll have about, 5 jumps to there? Actually, in
Oh.
this, probably around like 3.
But you said Mithril's where we're going. Hey, you want to go snowboarding?
Hell yeah! And I'm gonna like high five Lars.
You are headed to
Woo!
the Sword World's planets? There is a embargo for flights headed to the Sword Worlds.
And how much is the embargo?
I
Not a
cannot
tariff.
compute. I don't
When
comprehend.
How
there's
heavy is this
embargo, it
embargo?
means we're not allowed
Okay.
in the sector,
Oh
so...
fuck. Hell, I thought embargo was a tax.
That's terror.
Contrary to how you live your life, not everything is related to money.
Well, you know, it's probably something that can be solved with money, though.
Yeah, probably.
Who's enforcing the embargo?
Sword Worlds, probably.
From what the conversation I heard, it sounded like both sides. Shit. Who's enforcing the embargo?
The embargo is in place by the Imperium.
Oh! Fun.
Mithril is
Well-
three jumps away.
I think regardless, we got a job to do. Lady's got rich family members, and she's in an embargoed area. I'm sure they'd like to see her safe.
I also don't want to cross the ire of the Empire. So if we're doing this, we have to understand that we might be in the Sword Coast for the Sword Worlds for a while.
Works for
Are we
me.
all good with
I'm
that?
cool no matter where I go.
You just said you were hot not too long ago.
You know, I'm hot and I'm cold. I'm yes and I know.
Yeah, he's fucking bipolar.
I'm in and I'm out.
I can
and I'm
see
up
that.
and I'm down. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right.
Fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up.
But baby, I'm a firework.
As he just looks at him more pissed off than he has at any point in this entire. It's like, are you fucking?
The second you look at me, he's got like his hand in like a little like a almost like comma, like you know the Italian thing, like, but he's got it facing down and it's just like a firework from his hand.
Lighten up a bit, Cliff. We're not in work mode yet.
Would you like me to play Jack's Katy Perry playlist?
Oh God, not
Yes.
again.
And think we're unforgettable.
I knew you
got
loved it.
Unlock. Fuck off. It's catchy.
Damn right. I'm gonna go check the engine.
Yeah, it's like Rocket Raccoon slowly growing to Peter Quill's fucking music as he's just like, he can't help but like bob along, kind of like hum as he's sitting at his communication station.
So yeah, you're all aboard. Is there anything you'd like to do to prepare?
I'm gonna
Cliff-
make me a set of roller skates if I don't have them.
Cliff is going to
Priorities.
contact the station, letting them know that they're preparing to pull out Giggity.
Fire Trader Delilah. Go ahead.
Copy your last. Fire Trader Delilah operational. Preparing to exfiltrate station and begin jump to nearest director, Tinify.
Confirmed. Be aware that there's blockages set up from Ward, Olympia, and Smog going into the Sword Worlds.
Understood last as he looks at Lars. Copy last. We will keep warning as there are blockages along the length. We're just needing to make our way to Spirel. No worries.
Copy last. You are clear for takeoff.
Copy. We are, as he removes his headset, we are clear to make our way out.
Alright, now we know where to avoid at least.
Well, unfortunately, we at least have to make it to Olympia to be able to cross into Mithril.
And how long is that going to take us?
Well, 3 jumps. That's going to be about a week each jump. We'd be looking at a 3-week furlough period, and one of those jumps will be recognizable. So, unless we're stealthing it, we could have Imperial hands on our wrists, so we'll need to be flying stealthy.
Man, a dark drive would have been really good right about now, you know.
I miss it.
Who's flying this goddamn rust bucket today?
I know for shit, that ain't me.
Am I the
Same.
fucking pilot? God damn it.
Yeah, you're the pilot.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
are
meals
plus 2
on
mechanics?
wheels.
Yep, you're the pilot.
Alright.
Can I assume that autopilot will go in after takeoff?
Yes.
Damn Skippy.
You'll just want a hands-on pilot if we get into a firefight or something.
Alright.
Never have your ship on autopilot in a space fight.
What could possibly
That's
go
some
wrong?
dumb shit right there. It's what they call a cosmic blunder. Whew.
Let's get going.
Okay then.
Fly me to the moon.
Fly me to the moon.
What stations are all of you gonna take for takeoff?
I mean, if need be, I can take astronavigation, unless somebody else has it. Or I can take communications, because that's my specialty, is communications.
What if I just sit in my fancy chair?
Lars?
Just have you put me on comms if we get any transmissions incoming in.
Do you
Yeah,
have any, like, astronavigation or anything, or no?
I've got computers, sensors, comms. I can admin, advocate. I can drive a mole.
Lars is useless.
Copy that. As he looks over to lock Is she able to either pilot or mechanical work or engineering or anything? Or
Nope,
astronavigation?
No, she has medic
All
skills,
right.
combat skills,
So-
and recon.
Okay.
You
Yeah, with
you,
a 0 in astronavigation, he'll take the fucking astronavigation spot.
you can
I have a 0 in pilot, so here we go.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We're gonna crash.
you can assign the computer to one of the positions.
Well, am I able? Okay, so yeah, at least there's that. If we can get the, maybe have it be our engineer, I guess in that case. I have 0 engineering, so yeah, if we could have her cover the motherfucking robot, that'd be fucking covering the engineering would be really cool.
It can't do any phenomenal things, but it can,
Of course,
check
it can-
the levels. It can, do basically a competent job at any of the positions, except for piloting takeoffs. That's always a little
naturally. That's a thing that even in the future we need a sentient mind to hold on to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you guys have entrusted your lives to mine.
Motherfucker, I have 0 in piloting. You're the best we got.
I also have 0 in pilot.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm sorry. I have nothing in piloting, I meant to say.
Oh,
sorry.
okay,
You
gotcha.
guys having
You guys-
0, you are our best pilot, so
I've got
I
a +2 in
believe in-
small craft, so
that's not going to help us here, but, I'm proud of you.
let's boogie. What am I rolling?
It's 2d6 plus, you get no negative modifiers, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, is it education for flying, I think?
Please don't.
Oh, God. Yeah.
What is it?
What did you roll?
I got a 10.
Okay, yeah, I mean that is
More than 8.
That's plenty. This is a very simple takeoff. You don't need a whole lot of skill to back away from a space station. A lot of the space station does the work for you, separating the ramps and giving you lots of clearance to back away, so you are good. You're able to taxi your way away from the space station and line yourself up for your jump, which is going to require a astrogation check, which you
Got
think
you.
should be easy because you are going to be traveling right along the line from Shirene to Talfi, which is a very heavily traveled space route, so it should be
Oh, yeah. So it should be an easy roll?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. 2d6 just as is with a 5.
Luckily,
It's not difficult.
it is easy.
Yep, so it's only a 4, so success! Good job, team. High fives all around.
Yeah, I knew I had faith in you.
The computer is able to transfer the power to the J drive, and you are now headed your way to up the road there to Talfi. And you know that you approximate it will take about a week to get to Talfi.
I'm spending that week doing mechanical work on the ship and also making the roller skates, and you can't fucking stop me. I'm making the roller skates.
Yeah, once you get into you get into hyperspace, as it were, the computer will just take over for the piloting and just keep you going in your trajectory that was set by Mr. Cliff there. So yeah, you have a week of downtime. What would you like to do on your way to Telfi?
Over the course of that week, he's having the AI teach him how to fly a spaceship. So I'm doing training skill piloting.
Well, wait, that would put you at 0, wouldn't it?
Not in the first week, I don't think. It takes you a number of weeks equal to, I think, my education modifier
Mm-hmm.
plus 3. Or -3. So no, yeah, for each point of the education modifier, it reduces the time that it takes, and I have a 0 in education, so it'll take me at least. I will probably learn how to properly fly this ship by the time we get to the planet. Good work, team.
You know, I had a long conversation with Cliff at one point too, saying how absolutely fucking funny it would be seeing Jet just eat shit when he uses his rollerblades. I really want to see that happen, so I'm going to help you build your fucking rollerblades.
Are you sabotaging my rollerblades?
No.
Alright. That's beautiful. You guys, I love the cooperation. It's gonna be great.
We'll spend half the
GM,
time
I
building
secretly have
rollerblades.
GM,
Oh,
I
God.
secretly have a stick in my pocket.
Yeah. You find like a spanner.
I can't wait for you to throw that stick and chase it in front of me so I kick you in the dick.
You find a spanner that looks like it would be
That's
the
racist.
perfect non-biological stick for your purposes.
Good.
Yeah, so we spend half the time building that the rollerblades, and the other half, I don't know, fucking. What's going on?
Yeah, who would you be fucking?
I think we all know the answer to that, Lars.
Well, I mean, who
No.
here hasn't fucked a Lars?
That's true. I think there's only one
And-
person.
I'm keeping my dick so clean away from Rich Boy. Thank you very much.
No. I don't no, I fucking have a deep despisal for Lars because of the shit we went through together. I don't think we fucked.
No.
I'm trying to think of what is a good skill to get you to roll.
Mechanics? Making the rollerblades?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's the closest thing to it, but give me a mechanic.
Like a dumb fuckery check.
Yeah.
What is the mechanics base stat? I can't remember. I didn't write it down.
Int or education.
Well, I'm going int because my education is -1. So it's whatever I roll +2 because my mechanics is +2.
Yeah, I mean, technically it doesn't allow a traveler to build new devices, but...
I'm doing it. 11.
11, okay. And then actually, what I'll get you to do is I'll get you to roll me a science physics, which you don't have. So you get a -3 to your roll to understand how roller skates would work.
I mean,
To act
hang
like
on.
the wheel, you
Hang
must
on.
think like the wheel.
Hang on. But I have a +1 in driving wheeled vehicles, and I already drive a bike, so I would know how the physics of the bike work.
That's not true at all.
You're telling me I don't know how to ride a bike?
No, I'm
Because
saying
bikes require continuous motion because the bike operates itself. You're running off of the principle of self-kinetic energy, which is a whole different principle.
All right.
so. I'm gonna get you to
So
do.
It's
what's
off
that?
of the energy you provided.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you to roll a physics roll, and then I'm gonna compare that to your mechanic roll.
Okay, so untrained, it's -3, right?
Yes. And it's intelligence based.
9. And intelligence, still 9. So it would be 6.
Okay. That's not too bad. So you make yourself a functioning pair of roller skates. You don't know how reliable they'll be in a pinch if you have to do anything other than just skate in a straight line, but it'll get you from point A to point B.
Look, I got 3 weeks. What do you think I'm going to do with them? I'm going to improve. I'm going to master these motherfuckers. They're not letting me take my bike into stations anymore. I got to have some wheels under me.
Okay.
I can feel Sengoku just like smacking himself right now.
This is the prototype. Week 3, I'm making Heelys.
Okay, you successfully helped Lars. You successfully helped Jaguar in that half week, and took about 3 days to make these roller skates.
Excellent.
Is there anything else you're gonna do with your time on the en route?
Come up with a plan with Cliff to trip the fuck out of him.
All right, so he's gonna get onto those wheels. He's gonna say something heroic or cool. He's gonna be like, "All right, team, let's roll out." And then I'm just gonna throw this stick in front of him. He's gonna fall.
I'll keep his attention. He has to boast about it, so I have to keep his attention.
Oh yeah, he has to boast. Like he has to be like, doing that usual. Oh, look at my 3-inch wiener. Hey, look at this. It's so fucking cool. And then we just like, boom, he's gone.
Yep.
As you guys are doing this, you hear the of the wheels going through the hallways of the ship.
Okay, can we do it now?
Because
No.
the other half of my week
It's
is going
not
to be
as
learning how to
comedically
use
funny. It's not as comedically funny if we do it right now. It has to be the right moment.
them. Anyway, Scott,
Don't
what are
worry.
you doing?
Yeah, Locke. What are you up to, Locke?
I have been researching the planet that we're going to so that I can be better prepared for what we might face.
Oh wow, someone doing something useful? Amazing.
I mean, hang on. This is useful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
I wasn't
wheels. Those wheels are going to be a lifesaver in the snow.
I think it's that the reason why he was waiting until like the last week until they get there is that we literally have 3 weeks. So in Cliff's mind, why research now? He had planned to research when they finally like got within a week of the place.
No, I just found
Right,
it,
well,
I just
yeah,
found it funny that it's
I'm
like building roller
researching
skates,
now.
tripping
Yeah.
a guy on roller skates.
Well, yeah, exactly. See, very important on our way there.
No, I'm researching now so that I know any medical supplies that we need to buy at our next stop.
Good,
If we get another stop.
You do. You have at least 2.
Uh-huh.
So
You know what? Actually, though,
I want
spend
to
this-
know what's helpful.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, though, can I spend the second half of the week with Locke trying to figure out the physics of these and improve them even more?
She won't help you.
Oh.
She just looks at you and shakes her head, and she's like, "Boys, why
I
am
come back
surrounded
in
by
with a second
boys?"
pair. Do you want to skate too? Hmm.
She is tempted and intrigued.
I'll make chili dogs.
Chili dogs. You think you can buy me with? Okay.
With cheese.
Is your character just Sonic the Hedgehog? Like, what's going on?
If you eat chili dogs, you will make Cliff sad, as you are buying into his demeaning of our people. Food named after dogs? This fucking mongrel.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no. Locke doesn't have any patience for any of these shenanigans.
What about
She's not a
Cordon
fun
Bleu?
person.
Huh? Cordon bleu? Huh? I will make your favorite food. Just help me finish these.
Anyways, when you looking up Mithril, you find out it's a cold but habitable world orbiting an F4 V star. It's one of 6 terrestrial planets and a gas giant. No of the other bodies are known to be inhabited, and it has no official population, though it does have a small Sword Worlds Confederation outpost that was established there when they were trying to claim the systems for the Sword World Confederation. It's largely covered in ice. Most of its oceans are frozen. It has been known to have large breaks in the cold where vegetation will appear, and you know that there has been some archaeological interest as some glyphs and markings were found there a couple decades ago.
That's why my friend is researching there.
Yeah. It's made up of Arctic zones, ice zones, snow zones, and rock zones for the most part.
Okay.
But there is some vegetation when the weather warms.
And do I know how many people she had with her? Like, do I remind me what I know about what she had said? Or am I just going in blind? They were having trouble. They got separated. No communication in or out.
From what you know, she was traveling with at least one other researcher named Kyle Lynx. And they were kind of like a team of archaeological biologists who were kind of going from planet to planet. So you assume that she has at least one other person on her team with her, as well as any local sort of help she might have received.
Okay. Remind me her name?
It is Kaja Stomat.
Kaja. Okay. I'm gonna write that down somewhere.
And if there is anything else of interest you want to know, just ask like a specific kind of thing about the planet. That's just kind of like the brief overview that you received.
Okay. Is there any like particular medical supplies that I would want to pick up?
Frostbite injuries and things like that can be healed with what you have in your med kit.
Okay.
It really depends on what you think you're going to encounter there.
Okay.
Based on the information you have, all you can really surmise is that it is cold.
Okay. And do like our current like vac suits and things like that, are we rated for the cold? Is that something that we're going to have to combat?
The cold is definitely something you're going to have to combat. Not everybody is equipped the same. So some of you would be better off. Like, you would be fine with your vac suit.
Okay.
Because it's, space is also quite cold. So vac suits are generally, padded enough to give you some protection from it. If it were to drop to extreme temperatures, then you would be in some trouble as well. Whereas those of you with just cloth would probably, if it got cold, would probably be feeling it.
All right. So the next time we stop at a port, whoever's going on planet needs a better equipment than you currently got. Otherwise, your ass is staying on the ship.
Smart ones are gonna make sure to, especially more of the excitement's gonna be off of the ship. But whoever wants the fun job of staying up here being bored, you go for it. Though I think this is especially if there's pirates, I would suggest all hands on deck.
Right. I don't think I have a vac suit for myself, do I? Yep, no, I don't. I didn't buy one.
You did not.
You should buy one.
The ship has like 4.
Oh. Well,
Who
that's
bought the extra ones? Someone spending money without our knowledge?
No, they.
Well,
unless we're not going with the idea that the ship comes with the vac suits like it does. They come with 4 vac suits. Go schwibbly doopling.
Yeah, they're not super comfortable like Skies.
Nope.
Skies are. They're very big and clunky. Because they're one size fits all.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, mine's tailored.
Especially the Vargers would struggle to be comfortable in them because they're not made for the anatomy of a dog man or woman. So it is at this time you guys come out of hyperspace and are coasting towards a space station that overlooks a world appearing to be very very green in nature. There does seem to be sort of a brownish green haze in the atmosphere, giving you the impression that the air might be somewhat either polluted or toxic in some way.
Charming.
Mm-hmm.
Space station.
Delilah.
Sorry, go ahead.
He was just gonna say, Delilah, what seems to be the part of filtration in the air?
The atmosphere has been made cloudy as a tainted atmosphere. The atmosphere seems to have a mix of hazardous gases and pollutants from when the planet was quite industrious.
The residual fallout of industrial age.
I'm sensing sulfuric compounds, as well as ammonia.
Well, we don't have to actually go on the planet, right? Because the good stuff is on the space station.
That's true.
Good.
Yeah, unless there's something down there that you feel like would benefit.
Oh, I was just curious.
Well, all right.
What, people can't be curious?
No, I mean,
Nope.
Red, if you want to go down there, I will lend you my breather mask.
Who said anything about going?
I'm just saying, you do you. If you
Thank
want
you
to go
for
down
offering
there,
me your kind breather mask. I have the equipment for such an environment. So thank you for looking
She
out.
just really wants to go down there, doesn't she?
Yeah. You know what?
yeah.
You know what? I'm going down there. You know what? You're making a big issue about it. I'll go down.
What?